you get to the point of fixating on your goals so much that you can't be present and you can't enjoy your life and you can't be content and thankful for where you are right now, you completely miss the point of goal setting. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and Happy New Year. You know, low-key, New Year's is one of my favorite holidays, but not for the reasons you would think. Like, I'm not going out, not drinking, I'm not putting on a cute sparkly dress. Like, I also don't get invited anywhere, so that's part of it. I really love my New Year's in. And even if I did get invited somewhere, I would have to fit this into my New Year's routine. So every year, well, actually for the past couple of years, I basically do this little New Year's ritual. What does excite me about New Year's is like a new fresh start, like just turning the page, a new chapter. It's just a good time to be like, no matter what happened in the last 364 days as of tomorrow, we're starting over. Anyways, I thought I would share my New Year's in routine with you where I prep and plan for the new year. I know there's no guarantee if I do a New Year's ritual that I'm gonna have the best year ever. No, obviously every year comes with ups and downs, that's fine. But I do love it because it gets me in a really good headspace. The first thing I try to do on New Year's Eve is nothing but chores. Just wanna make it a little easier for 2022 Bria. You know what I'm saying? As most of you know, I just moved the week before that. I didn't have a living room. I had boxes absolutely everywhere. So now our living room is completely cleared out minus a few boxes in the corner. But I mean, look, okay, that's a big accomplishment, and that's something I wanted to do before 2022. So I got myself up early this morning around 5 a.m. and I just kind of started to get everything done that I can. Another thing I'm wanting to do is just little chores around here. This is actually my first time using my new dryer and washer, and it's a little more advanced than the one we used to have. So I'm like, how do I do this? I just did a load of only white towels. Oh, our other towels were like on their last leg, honey. They were raggedy. And I'm like, you know what? We got this new apartment. We can't be wiping our bodies with these crusty, dusty towels. So I was like, it's time. So the next thing I'm gonna do is cleanse this space. This is something I would have done New Year's or not, probably like 4 times a year at least. I will sage my apartment. I have a few spiritual mentors that have kind of given me advice and guidance on what I can do when I sage. So basically my sage routine, let me show you my sage first. My friend Ashley gifted me this sage a couple years ago. You would not know, it's been here for a couple years. This stuff like lasts forever. Before I sage, one being that I call on my spirit team, I call on my angels, I call on my ancestors, I call on my spirit guides, and I also make sure it's known that only beings of love and light are welcome in this space. I do like a little prayer before, make sure I have my spirit team with me, and then I open a window or I open a door, maybe both, because if there is any ick in the air or in my environment, it's gotta go out. I don't know who lived here before me. There was definitely someone who lived here before me, so like, don't know what they were carrying, but I don't want it. I want nothing but good juju, good vibes, all that stuff. So I make sure my space is cleansed, and it's kind of a form of like blessing my home. If you are ever in the business of saging and this is something you're interested in, I highly encourage you to do your research, okay? Research saging, talk to spiritual mentors about it, because yes, I do think if you don't know what you're doing, you can get yourself in a sticky situation on a spiritual level. That's just how I feel about it, and I take it really seriously. It's spiritual and it's very sacred to indigenous people, so you should research all of that and kind of learn what will work for you, but also how to respect the practice. Other than that, while I'm saging, I'll normally repeat like a mantra, which is like love, light, and happiness, or something along those lines. Like just a few words that I repeat that I want to radiate throughout this home of abundance, joy, love, like stuff like that. Obviously, saging isn't for everyone, and like I get it. I'm not trying to like force this kind of thing onto you, but I'm definitely more spiritual now, and this is what brings me a lot of peace. So I'm going to get some salt. After you're done with your sage, you can kill the fire by putting it in the bowl of salt. Also, you want to carry around the salt with you so that any ashes and things like that fall into the bowl. This is just iodized salt. I'm gonna put that in my bowl. So as soon as I'm done with my prayer, I will start burning sage. All right, I'm gonna open the patio door so bad juju hasn't escaped. Shouldn't need it. And I'm going to open up the window. So fun that we can open windows now. I always feel like a Disney princess. This is my sage. I'm just gonna go ahead and light that. You don't have to have like a flame going here. Okay? So then your mantra, you'll start to repeat that and just go around, and you'll kind of see how I go like in the corners, like I basically shoo out all the stale energy, okay? Now we're gonna kill the fire, and you just make sure that flame goes out into the salt. And then with this salt, I get rid of it, I just put it down the sink. That is how I do my little sage routine. And then I just do another prayer, like thanking my spirit team. So now comes the fun part. We start to goal set, do some reflection. First things first, we are going to think about what we want in 2022. This always gets me in a really good mood and gets me excited to work and just motivates me. So I'll kind of break down how I like to do that. I have my computer. You can write these down, but I love typing. So for me, I would rather do this in like a notes app or something. So I just go to like my Gmail and I open up a new document, and that way I can bullet it all pretty. Also, I write like a doctor. Ain't got no PhD, but my handwriting is terrible. So we're gonna title this document Goals 2022. Okay, my category goals, just to recap, are emotional goals, spiritual goals, mental, physical, career, relationships, fun. I'm probably forgetting something, but it'll come to me later. I love goal setting, but I have to say this. The point of goal setting is to have some direction. It's to have direction. When you get to the point of fixating on your goals so much that you can't be present and you can't enjoy your life and you can't be content and thankful for where you are right now, you completely miss the point of goal setting. The point of goal setting is to aim before you fire. Then enjoy the fucking process, enjoy your life, live, laugh, love, come on. So if you have all these goals and you're not even enjoying your life, then you missed the point. That is something I had to learn in 2021, that life is not always about moving the goalpost. It's like, oh, I hit this milestone, I hit this milestone. I had a really good year. Career-wise, I did what I wanted to do, but there was like, when I got there, I was like, what now? Oh, okay, next goal. And I was like, wait, what am I doing? I'm like never content. It's never enough. But I have a house, I have an apartment, I have a husband that's healthy, I have a dog that's healthy, I have healthy family members, I have my health, I am happy, I have everything I need, I have food, I have water. What am I doing? Ew. You know, when you are thankful for what you have, more good comes to you. And if you didn't see my abundance mindset video, you missed out, but you can go see it now, because I talk about the importance of realizing that you have some good in your life, even if it is so hard for you to see. One thing you're thankful for, and if you ate today, hallelujah. We are in a society of capitalism. Capitalism wants you to keep wanting more. They want you to keep buying. They want you to have the next best thing. Fast fashion wants you to go on to the next trend. Keep buying clothes. You know, this whole cycle of we need the next thing is so toxic. So you really have to get down to it and think, what is it that's gonna make me happy? And you don't want to find out the hard way when those things that are irreplaceable and those things that you can't buy are taken from you. I've done like a bulleted list of my goals and like the categories that they fall in. So I'll give you an example of one of each from each category. I have a category for emotions. One of my goals there is to be more confident, and part of that goes into like self-love and all that stuff. In my spiritual category, I have be more connected to my intuition because I'm usually right. In my mental category, I have positive thinking, creativity, things I already practice. I just, you know, I want it to be glitter and butterflies up there basically. No, but just practicing like having a positive mindset in general is the overall goal for my mental state. In my physical category, one of my goals is to find new remedies for PMDD and manage it better. So that's an ongoing journey that I know some of you are here specifically for that. So I'm always trying to figure out how to get a leg up with that. In my career, one of my goals was to be the face of some kind of brand, to like have a more connected relationship through brand deals, not just like one-time partnerships and repeated ones. Like if you follow Bretman Rock, you know he has this huge like Crocs deal where he did this collab with Crocs, something like that, where it's like a very established relationship. Like that's what I'm looking for in 2022, a more intimate connection with a brand that I am obsessed with. So one of my goals in my relationship category is to initiate more, just like in general, initiate more things, like initiate a dinner, initiate meeting up with friends, because I have really stepped back from that aspect of my life, and I was big hermit mode, isolation, like I just got away from that, and I think I forgot how fun friendships can be, and I've kind of secluded myself and shut that part of my life off. So I really want to be better in 2022 about being more receptive to meeting new people and getting out of my little bubble. And then I have a category for like fun and materialistic things. So one of my goals in that one is to travel somewhere fun for work specifically each quarter. Okay, so now that we have like bulleted points of the goals, what I'm gonna do is make it into a visual thing. This is a part of like the manifestation process for me. Really get it in your subconscious, you know what I'm saying? I used to do the whole like go get poster board, cut out pictures, but honestly, I like the digital aspect. I kept getting on my For You page people who were using this website called The Landing to make their vision boards. So I'm gonna see what is about. How I find my images is Pinterest. Pinterest. Go on Pinterest and just save, like make a folder on your desktop. And then when I get to Pinterest, I'm just going to like look at my bullet point list and try to find a picture that describes each of the things I've said. One of my goals on my list was confidence. So I literally just go in Pinterest, type self-confidence quotes, boom. It comes up with a bunch. You find the one that resonates with you the most, click the 3 dots, click the picture first, then click 3 dots and do download image, and then you can save it to your desktop. And then later on, when we have all our images, we can use those on the landing and put it all on our vision board. So I'm loving the landing website. You can customize the color of your background. You can arrange the pictures however you want. And I kind of like that it's not so templated. Like I usually use Canva, but I feel like it's kind of, I don't know. I like this better. Okay, y'all, my vision board is coming out real cute. I'll insert a picture somewhere here. I'm not done with it, but this is just a sneak preview. Also, I don't want to air out all my goals, so this is just a sneak preview. In the meantime, we're taking a pause because dinner is here. Thanks to Mr. Mans.
I'm not dinner.
Or is he? We have some Thai, and as you guys might know from our Kansas City life, Thai is a very staple food group in this relationship. So we found a new place and we're trying it out. Hello. So we have to have a good pad Thai in order to emotionally bond with a Thai restaurant. And this place is looking very legit. Your girl has tofu pad Thai. It came with a complimentary salad, thank you. And then we got some spring rolls to try as well. And then AJ got the chicken pad Thai. All right, so I'm gonna give this a try. But I think we might have found it.
It's got less oil than our last place, but that's probably for the better.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
That's cute.
I definitely could have gone up on the spice. I was nervous though, because I don't know them.
What did you get?
I did a 3. I could probably do a 5. All right, let's try spring roll. That'll do. We are content with this New Year's Eve meal. This part is really fun. It's where you write a letter to your future self. So there's a website that's called futureme.org. Yeah, futureme.org. It's totally free. You can deliver an email to yourself in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, or you can choose the date that you want. So I like to use this as like a check-in with myself, not necessarily like focused on goals like I am with the vision board, but more so like, how is Bria doing right now? I got my letter from last year, and considering that it was from 2020, it was kind of difficult to read. I was not in a good place. I had just gotten over COVID because I got it during Thanksgiving. So I was writing my letter about a month after that happened, and I was not doing okay. So it's bittersweet to look back and see like how far you've come. And I have definitely made some massive improvements, especially with resilience, just, you know, being better about negative situations and not necessarily trying to make everything good, but just knowing how to get through the rough stuff. I think this letter will be definitely a lighter tone than last year's was. Did someone say couples goals? So this is the part where we think about what we want for our relationship in 2022. 3 things about us.
Yeah, you know, seeing as we've moved to a new city and everything, maybe getting out a little bit more would be nice in 2022. I want to see some Mavs games. I'm trying to see Luka Doncic, my guy. I'm trying to see Dallas Stars. I don't know any Dallas Stars, but I'm trying to see them. We got just a lot of different things to get out and explore.
I think it's a lot easier in Dallas to like, you know, get out and try something new, especially since we're new here. So we have all the reasons, and especially because we need hella content, so we need to be trying new things, but also we can do that for us.
Yeah.
So maybe we set like a goal to do like 2 new things a month or 1 new thing a month.
Yeah.
You know, what would mine be? I would like, on my end, more like quality time, meaning like uninterrupted, conversational, like our phones are somewhere else, like undistracted, that kind of time to like talk, check in with each other, and just like really be there. At one point we were doing like those check-ins with each other weekly. Like I liked that. Because sometimes like you may be dealing with things in your head that you're not verbalizing to me, and it's like nice when we can be like, hey, how are you feeling about these things, and like set aside a time to do that.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we could just get back to that. And then a third.
22, we've got a lot of changes that we are embarking on, and I think just a goal, even if it's not something that you can really measure, I just want to have a good, successful year doing this as a team. You know, we can talk about our measurable goals outside of the video and everything like that, as far as what we want to hit and everything, but you know, I think that is my main focus is our partnership that we have together now.
So yeah, that is a few main goals we can look forward to in 2022. And we could check back in a year and see how we did.
Happy New Year.
This is how you do New Year's End, guys. This is how you do it. So I'm just gonna do a little relaxation, me time, okay? I'm gonna be honest, I probably won't make it to midnight. I get sleepy. It's 8 o'clock. The point of New Year's is just to enjoy yourself, get excited for new beginnings, a fresh start, so you don't have to live up to the hype of let's go out and get shit faced. You don't have to do that. This is me now. Thriving. All right, I'm nice and clean. I smell good going into 2022. Okay. Last on my list today is just to do a little bit of journaling. And I have some journal prompts that I Googled just to kind of get me in a reflective mode, go over, you know, what am I proud of, challenges that I overcame, stuff like that. You know, it's good for the soul. So I'll put the prompts I use up somewhere right here. Here are some of the prompts I used. Pause the video to use these yourself. But once I finish my little journaling for the day, this is my journal. This is like my manifestation journal. So yeah, lots of stuff in here. But once I'm done, I'm pretty much gonna call it a night. Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you have the best year. You seriously deserve everything you want and more. And I hope it's just a great year for you no matter what. Love you guys. See you next week.